Hi, my name is Amanda Rocha. I'm an estate planning and probate attorney in California, and today I'm going to talk to you about what is preventing you from creating your own estate plan. Before I get into that, I'm going to give you my contact information. You can find me on my website, www.amandarocalaw.com. You can comment down below if this platform allows you to do that, or you can find me on social media at Amanda Rocha Law. So what is it that is stopping you from creating your own estate plan? There are so many reasons, and I hear them all the time. I don't want to call them excuses because, trust me, I understand more than anybody that life is fast and it just keeps going whether or not you do what you are intending to do or not. But here are the reasons that I commonly hear that are preventing people from making an estate plan, and I'm going to try and explain why they're not necessarily good reasons. So the first reason, people aren't sure if they need an estate plan or not. Their plan is to do a little Googling, talk to their friends, see if they might need one. Here is why that's not the best idea. First of all, unless your friends are estate planning attorneys, they don't know. They don't know if you need an estate plan. If you don't know, why would they know? Second of all, Google is wonderful, but it's also not always accurate. So what you find on Google might not be right. So there is no harm in reaching out to an estate planning attorney and asking, do you think I need something? And if you're worried about someone trying to sell to you, don't go with that person. If you have a person that's trying to sell, they don't care about what you want or what you need. It's not about selling someone something. It's about solving someone's problem. It's about helping someone feel like they are secure. So estate planning is about you. If you're really worried about that, maybe call someone out of your area and talk to them and see what they have to say, because most people are only going to create an estate plan if you're semi-local to where they live. Another reason that I hear from people why they don't have an estate plan. Well, I'm waiting for my life insurance policy to kick in, or I'm waiting to have a baby, or I'm waiting until I get married. Why are you waiting? Your life isn't waiting. Something can happen to you tomorrow where you become incapacitated and you need these documents to continue helping you and get you from point A to point B. Estate planning is not just about what happens to your property when you pass away. It's about protecting you during your lifetime. And your lifetime is happening. It's happening now. So there's no need to put it off, because the reality is when things change, you're going to have to update it anyway. And it's easier to do an amendment or a quick update than it is to put it off, and then you're just going to keep putting it off. Another common reason that I hear people say they don't yet have an estate plan is that they don't have time. I am not going to lie to you and say that it takes none of your time or effort. You definitely have to participate in the estate planning process, even if you hire an estate planning attorney, which you should. DIY estate planning is ill-advised. There's way too many stories as to why you shouldn't do it yourself. But what you really have to do is take an inventory of what you have and take an inventory of who is in your life that you want to either think of as a beneficiary or who you're going to ask to be a guardian, etc. Take that inventory, collect your information, hand it off to the lawyer, have them look at it, review it, and you have to answer questions a few times. And once your documents are created, you have to sign them and find a place to put them. I mean, really, it's not that much work on your behalf unless you are really, 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 really unorganized and you have nothing, in which case do a little bit at a time. You'll usually be given something from your attorney, like a form or a document that asks for exactly what they need. So you don't have to fly blind through this. That's why you hire people to help you. And the very last, very common mistake very common roadblock that I hear from people as to why they don't have an estate plan is because they're afraid it's going to cost so much money. Well, you don't know how much it's going to cost until you ask. Call around, talk to different people, make sure you're not getting someone who's going to charge you a ton of money for something that's very simple, and vice versa. If someone is very cheap, there's a reason that they are very cheap, and you probably don't want to go with them. DIY estate plans seem very cheap, but that's because they're not complete estate plans and they're not necessarily going to work for you. You want to invest a little bit of money now to save a ton of money later. Because even if you have a modest home or a modest estate, that includes more than just your home, your money, your 401k, your life insurance, all of your personal property, even if it's pretty modest, it's still going to cost way more money to go through probate than it would ever cost for you to create an estate plan. So yes, I'm aware that it's probably going to cost you a couple $1,000s now, but it's going to save you and your family many thousands of dollars later. So it's worth it to at least call around and get some quotes and maybe save for a few months if you have to do that. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. You can find me on my website, www.amandarocalaw.com. You can comment down below if this platform allows you to do so, or you can find me on social media at Amanda Rocha Law. Thank you.